Meowing.
Good morning, Nikki. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm discovering as many waypoints as I can find in the Big Empty. This camp's better than the one I set up on top of Signal Hill's roof. The clear broadcast line to its radio tower and good vantage point on the north tunnel. Set up a turret perimeter and transmitter. Should be able to control the trains via remote to escape before any robots come. The broken Securitrons make a good defense line. Apparently, brains in the center dome can't control them like they do the others. No sign of the courier, not me, not talking about me, or that woman. Turns out I was right at the Yangtze Cap. I was being watched there, probably Brotherhood assassin out to sentence me. She got hers, though, after the robot attack. Saw her get hauled away to this SE by the medical robots, to the SE. Probably joined the lobotomite ranks here. Don't have to worry about her anymore. It's actually not. What happened to her?
Nobody ever notices me, but they notice the Pip-Boy light.
I have a question. I must escort an NPC around the area until he has finished the business he has to do and then escort him back to the starting location.
Autofill got you to say question instead of quest. I know what you're saying. Go leave your deposits.
We're all lit up. Is it Christmas? Sneaking done. Fighting now. Cessation of hostilities complete. Sneaking done. Fighting now. I hope it doesn't hurt too bad. We don't have any medics. Fighting over.
This is where I think it was, right? Yeah. I don't need to be here. Mm-mm. pigs.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me. Sneaking done. Fighting now. Was that all? Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Yo! That was it.
Back.
I got it, Nikki. I have discovered every position in the big empty. This is a boss bot.
Bad guys dealt with.
RY589 Ultimo bot. Hey, so tough. What does this button do? Wait, I didn't see it. Do it again. One more time.
I know this game. It is Planeten Verteidigungskunden en Commandant.
Oh my god, that she actually pronounced that pretty well.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
Mine. It is mine. I see it. What's that up ahead? Is that another mine? It is. I grabbed some junk on the way, but whatever. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize I only was missing 2 spots.
One time, the biological research station told me he dropped a mug down his processing chute. When I reached in, he seeded me.
Oh no. Bad BRS. Meanwhile, he says, "Did you say sensually?" Alright, so our prize for beating Old World Blues, besides the sick new gear that I have, Nikki, is this neat gun. And what happens when I pull the trigger of this gun?
Mew?
It's not a legendary Pokemon. We're back! Don't say magic, that's profanity. Just like Dr. Mobius would say. Now I need to do, one day I need, when I'm not streaming, I need to take everything that I had in Novak and move it to Big Mountain. Because that's my new home. But I won't do that on stream. That's annoying. But I do need to go back to Novak. Oh, by the way, Nikki, that Fetch app that I had early, a few months ago, I got it back in August, I think. I finally got enough points to get the $50 gift card on Amazon. I'm going to use that to get a new controller. This one will be put up on the shelf because it's got its uses still, but I won't need it as much anymore.
Woohoo, yes.
The one teddy bear here. Let's take a nap here. I have something specific in mind to do today, Nikki, and I can't wait for you to see it happen. I was playing the whole thing in Mojave Wasteland, being as wishy-washy about this tribe for as long as possible. But guess what? He's going to say it the best.
Is it time?
It is time.
I'm ready when you are.
When will it happen?
As soon as we get Rex. Oh, I'm see-through. I don't think that's supposed to. I don't think that's I don't think that's my stealth suit working, Nikki. I think that's just the game, but I like it. I'm a ghost. Yeah, he could see me.
I think you're a ghost.
Why are you hurt? I'd give you a stim pack. I would reverse pickpocket a stim pack into your pocket. Is that naughty? You beat me to it. Oh, I see. Where's your puppy? Oh, hello. I think we should travel together.
Weird. Someone just told me that the Khans split the Vegas area. Wonder where they went and why.
Here we go. Camp Forlorn Hope. What the
Ready?
what?
Steady. Fighty. That's all.
Boone might be poisoned. Alright, we're going east and a little north. Boone, don't pass out.
Ready. Steady. Fighty.
Boone is slowly dying of Casper poison.
Was that all?
No.
Company.
I think that radio tower is where we're headed, Nikki. Just over the cliff. We're gonna go help some NCR people that are, for lack of better term, they've been like left out to dry. I can't go this way. I mean, the name of the base is Camp Forlorn Hope. You're laying it on a little thick there, Nikki.
These troops did a good job holding off the Legion. Now it's time to fight back.
You're not allowed to fight back. You're just waiting and seeing the whole time. Hello, people. You gonna talk to me?
I'm afraid you're not gonna find much help here. We've got our hands full as it is.
Hands full. Hello.
Hello. Honored to speak with you, ma'am.
Oh, you're in Brotherhood of Steel armor, but you're not Brotherhood of Steel. NCR's got power armor too, I guess. I guess that makes sense. One of the most powerful militaries. Not too powerful. Hello.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out.
What do you need help with?
I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations.
I'll help.
This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies.
What do you do here?
I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope, compiling reports I've received from the Rangers at Camp Golf as well as the brass at McCarran. Unofficially, I'm also in charge of radio security. No one else seems to take it as seriously as I do.
Man, I know how that feels, woman. To not be taken seriously.
Bye.
You have a book in here? I feel like there might be a skill book in here. And I love stealing skill books. Hey look, a big book. Told ya. It's the only thing I steal in the game. Big book of science. Science +4. Where's my skills page? My science is at 92 then. Let's confirm that. Yep. We're gonna get to 100 everything, Nikki. We will do it.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
Science is good.
Nice to see a friendly face around here. We don't get many visitors of your esteem. Something I can do for you?
How things?
Not good. If we don't get more supplies, we're gonna have to start using dirt for food and sticks and rocks for weapons. Hey, how'd you like to do something for me?
I'm always willing to give a helping hand.
I want you to collect NCR dog tags from our fallen troopers. That way I can keep track of who's gone and how to reallocate our supplies.
Seems easy enough.
It's easy. Just bring back any NCR dog tags you find, and I'll try to make it worth your while. If you're looking for supplies, I'll make this easy for you. There aren't any. But something tells me you're not here for that. What do you want?
Tell me about the camp.
Things are still pretty damn rough, but we're keeping it together.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, I've been doing this shit for far too long and I've been in too many battles to remember. Still, this has got to be one of the worst situations I've been in. Not too much I can do about it, but do my job and do it right. I don't have any supplies to spare, but I got caps if you have anything you don't need.
Sure. Has a grenade launcher. Oh, you don't have that much money. You know what? You just have the grenade launcher. You can keep the change.
Another satisfied customer. Uh-huh.
I can open that ammo box? That's fine. I wouldn't do that to y'all. I need those bullets. Where's the leader? I feel like it's in here. Here.
I'm glad to see you here. We could definitely use your help.
What do you need help with?
I've got the Legion at Nelson breathing down my neck and not enough men or supplies to get this camp into fighting shape so we can strike back. I need someone to talk to a few of the officers and help them resolve some of the problems around here. If I can get this place in order, then I can focus our efforts on taking back Nelson from the Legion. And the more that gets done around here, the more resources I'll be able to put into assaulting Nelson.
I could do that.
Good. Let's not waste time then. Our biggest problems right now are supplies and troops, and the Legion is draining us both. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me non-stop about the lack of supplies. But unfortunately, we aren't getting a resupply anytime soon. I want you to speak with him and see if there's anything you can do for him.
That's who I needed to talk to. Restoring hope. We got a bunch of quests to do today.
Hello.
Hello. Now, Hayes wants to talk to me. Quartermaster.
I still don't have any.
Major Polati sent me to help you.
So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get.
Supply problem.
The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found.
Any idea where I should start looking?
I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I'd try searching the main road or checking with the minute.
Sorry, I had a phone call from someone. Says it's from my town, but it was called suspected spam. But I didn't hear anybody. I tried saying hello a couple
Helios
times.
1 to see if they know anything. We really need those supplies, so don't take your sweet time finding them.
Did they say 7 days?
They said nothing. Alright, not this quest yet. We'll do that quest. We're gonna walk to Helios 1 from here. Maybe we'll see the
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
see the supplies on the way, maybe.
Time to fight.
Can't run from me.
Was that all?
Keep your eyes open for some people that might be on the ground. Level up. Alright, let's just raise everything up to 90 that I care about. One at a time. There. Rapid reload, maybe I'll want that. To reload my guns a little faster. Quick draw, I like that too. Maybe I'll do that one first. Where's jury rigging? Do I have that already? No. You possess the amazing ability to repair any item using a roughly similar item. Fix a trail carbine with a hunting rifle, a plasma defender with a laser pistol, or even power armor with metal armor. How does it work? Nobody knows. Except you. Need a repair of 90?
Hee hee.
I like this one a lot. Maybe I'll come back to this later, though, because I didn't have the ability to do that this time, unless I go back and restructure my skills. We'll do that next time. I'll do the quick draw, so I can bring my weapons out a little faster. By a little faster, I think it's 50% faster. Yeah. So this. And ruff, ruff.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Spotted. You're mine.
Fighting over.
Alright, I'm distracted. I'm gonna go see what this waypoint is. Wait. Oh, it's by over at Boulder City?
This one looks pretty tough.
Oh, it's a Cazador nest!
Was that all?
Spooky. We already killed the legendary Cazador. Alright, we're going back to Helios 1. We're walking. I don't exactly remember particularly where the convoy is, so I'm just like keeping my eyes open here and there. Maybe I can notice them on my way to Helios 1. I'll be honest, it's not that far between Camp Forlornholt and Helios 1. I found it without going to Helios 1.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
Alright, let's go.
Ready, steady, fighting.
Vilified by Caesar's Legion, Nikki! We've done it! This is why I waited to do this. For your overwhelmingly monstrous behavior, you have been vilified by the community. I gained karma for it, though.
Bad guys dealt with.
Oh, I'm failing. I hear you knocking. Quest failed. Quest failed. Quest failed. Quest failed. And now you know why I was so wishy-washy about it. Beware the wrath of Caesar. Rather, Wrath of Caesar Part 2. For aiding and abetting the Legion's enemies, you have been declared... What'd that say?
He has good salad.
For aiding and abetting the Legion's enemies, you have been declared in damnatio memoriae. Memoriae. An enemy of the Legion in perpetuality. Many will seek your head as a trophy. Oh, free XP? For me? Anytime we venture out into the Mojave Wasteland, away from a point of interest, Nikki, at least once a day, we're going to be attacked by an assassination crew. Alright, so I didn't even need to go to Camp Forlornholt. Alright, let's read the notes that they gave me.
From Nintendo.
To my dearest Ellen, we're in a tight spot here, and none of the men expect to make it out alive. Things look pretty grim. I'm writing this so that if anything happens to me, You know how much you meant to me. To my brothers, if you're reading this, then I was probably killed by some slimy Legion scum who got lucky. Hopefully the bastard is dead and 6 feet under. But if not, you better avenge me, or I will haunt you until the day you die. Quincy. P.S. Kill all the Legion dogs that I wasn't able to. Oh, sorry. How much you meant to me. I was foolish to join the NCR and leave you behind. And I have regretted it every second of every day that I've been here. My only wish is to hold you in my arms. The only thing that keeps me going are my thoughts of you. Just know that I made mistakes, but you were the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm sorry and I love you, Harry. That was this one, Harry. Sorry, band of brothers. Alright, let's teleport out of here.
Evening.
I still don't have any supplies to spare. Is there something else I can help you with?
I found the supplies you were looking for.
I take it my men were dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. I want to know about this. Thanks again for finding those supplies. I've already started putting them to good use.
Lots of dog tags.
Good work. If you find any more, you know where to find me. Uh-huh.
Hello, old man.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
You remember everyone who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
As a matter of fact, it's funny that you'd ask. A couple nights back, I was on watch in the yard. Got myself a habit of looking all around, not just where I'd expect to find trouble. Old habit, but it saved my hide on occasion. Round about 1 in the morning, I spied some lights in the control tower. Now that's the 3rd time I've spied those lights, mind you. And every time I ask about it, they tell me the place was empty. I'm just saying, didn't look empty to me.
Thanks for the info.
No trouble at all. Might be nothing. Couple frisky young folks looking for a quiet place to snuggle up. That light is mighty consistent. Always there at 1 a.m. Might be worth a look.
Interesting rifle you have. Lever action?
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Have you always been with 1st Recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why did you leave?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How did you manage to escape Malpays?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me, so they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
How long have you been here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us. Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe. Took some skills to bring down that fiend.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Major.
We're kind of busy around here for social calls, so if you're not here to help out, just...
I helped the quartermaster.
I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line.
Oh boy. Dr. Medicine, on my way. This is the... Sounds like I'm not ready for this yet. No, I'm ready for this yet.
Why can't you just solve all their problems? Carrot.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I didn't expect to see you here. What can I do for you?
Major probably said you might need some help.
With business booming like it is, and considering I'm the only person with medical experience in the camp, I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience?
I have some experience.
Excellent. As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them.
This man appears to have suffered a close-range blast trauma. His upper torso is covered in cuts and is severely burned. Improper treatment will kill him. Would you like to treat him? Medicine 75 required. If you have tweezers, Med-X, and Super Stim Pack, might be able to treat him.
Hey.
You carefully clean the wounds and apply antibiotics before grafting extra skin over the wounds.
Try it.
The patient will make a complete recovery.
Evening.
This man appears to be suffering from multiple machete wounds. Improper treatment will kill him. Medicine 35.
It's called a full recovery.
You carefully clean the wounds and apply antibiotics before stitching the wounds closed. Patient will recover and completely in time. This one is the tough one. What's my medicine? My medicine is 82. Medicine's 86 now. Let's see if that's enough.
Bye-bye.
Oh no. I'm wrong. This man's leg is seriously injured. It may require amputation to save him. Are you sure you want to attempt the operation? Perform the operation with medicine. Lost the leg. Upon further
You carefully
examination,
clean their
after
wounds
cleaning...
and apply antibiotics before sewing their head back on. The man makes a recovery.
Upon further examination and cleaning the leg, you realize it cannot be saved. You carefully begin amputating the limb. During surgery, you notice the man's hand is gangrenous. You amputate that as well, saving his life. That guy gonna get discharged then? Richard, leave? He did. Hey,
Hello?
I did your stuff.
Unless it's urgent, you're going to have to wait. If it's gravely important, save me the trouble and empty your pockets now.
I finished looking over your patients.
Excellent job. Where'd you learn to do all that? I don't think I could have done much better myself. Very impressive. As for the men, they'll recover soon and be back on the front lines in no time. Huh, the circle of life. I'll send word to Major Politely about your work here. Once again, you have my sincerest thanks.
Oh, it's just boat flies.
Hello.
Major, where are you freaking going?
Back already? What do you need?
I finished helping Dr. Richards.
Dr. Richards said you did a good job in there. That's mighty high praise coming from him. With the help you've given us, we're doing a little bit better, but we still have the Legion forces at Nelson to deal with. If we can retake Nelson, that would be a huge help to our efforts in this area and give us an advantage at Hoover Dam.
Is there any intel?
Reports have the Legion forces at Nelson sizable, but not insurmountable. Not really, but we don't have much choice. If you help out more around camp, I could spare some additional men for the battle. Come back when you're ready. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for nuclear weapons. Hey, Howdy. What brings you back? Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an... Whole thing smells of...
Alright, let's go to these radio towers.
I'm not supposed to let civilians just walk around this place. There better be a good reason for you being here.
I brought radio security codes updates from Sergeant Reyes.
Very well. You can tell Reyes that this station is secure. Well, when there's trouble regular NCR troops can't handle, they send in a ranger. Problem solved. We're also responsible for keeping the borders of the NCR secure, scouting out threats, that sort of thing. I'm in charge of the radio, hence the title Comm Officer. I'd much rather be out on patrol since nothing much happens around here. Ma'am.
The more south of the northeasts.
Will you love me if I help you hide? Stimpack reserves adequate. Running low on medics. Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
This post isn't someplace a civilian ought to be. All right. She radioed ahead and mentioned that somebody was coming by. Odd that she'd send a civilian instead of a trooper, though. Just the usual. Legion scouts try to slip across the river a couple of times a week, but they always end up floating downriver with holes in their heads. Ranger Station Alpha. Ranger Lineholm is in command here. I'm not really much of a historian. The short version is that the Rangers are the elite of the NCR military. Best fighters in the wasteland. Don't get killed out there.
Hello. This is a military outpost. Why are you here? Have you ever heard the story of the bomber that crashed into the lake before the war? Supposedly it's mostly intact, even after all that time. For about 10 years now. Toughest training I've ever done, and was the proudest day of my life when I got my Ranger badge. Did you know that the first battle at Hoover Dam was won because of the Rangers? Legion had the numbers, but we had the skill. Ranger Station Alpha used to be the frontline outpost for NCR. When we moved onto the dam, this station has fallen into more a support role. So long.
Uh-oh. That's all. I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
If you're here to sell something, we don't want any. No problem. Hey, do me a favor when you get back to Reyes and tell her that we don't need any more damn ammo. Wouldn't mind more water, though. You think I haven't tried? Every time I do, Camp Golf acknowledges the situation. And soon after that, more ammo. We're not gonna die of thirst anytime soon, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. It's not my call to make. You'd have to clear it with Ranger Erickson. Alright? I keep getting deliveries of ammunition for some reason. I don't mind target practice, but there isn't all that much to shoot at out here. This is the frontier of NCR territory, and we're the first line of defense. You won't find much in the way of civilization east of here. South of here is Camp Guardian, but they've been having radio trouble, so they've been silent for a while now. Careful out there.
Hello.
Hey, what brings you to Ranger Station Bravo? You're not stationed here, but your rep with the NCR speaks for itself. It's mostly rifle rounds, but I'll throw in a few boxes of pistol ammo. I really shouldn't be doing this for you, but there's no way we're gonna use all of this or be able to carry it with us. We're here to make sure the Legion doesn't try to sneak around Lake Mead and come at NCR from another direction. Yep.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
All mine. Can't run from me.
Was that all?
What else did you shoot at, guys? Oh, I see it.
Uh-oh. Fighting over.
You're here for the money. I told the Emeritus I was good for it. I just need more time.
What happened with you and Emeritus?
I talked to the cashier at Gamora into forwarding me some chips. I was convinced I was due for a hot streak. It didn't go so well. The Emeritus were nice and said they'd give me some time to pay them back. They also said if they had to talk to me about my debt again, they wouldn't be nice the next time.
I brought the radio update.
Oh, well, yeah. I can do that. Thanks.
I thought this NCR was supposed to be tough.
I don't want to talk about it.
If you don't tell me, someone else will. I'd rather hear your version.
We were on patrol near the dam when a Legion raiding party jumped us. Didn't even have time to radio it in. I was hit in the head with a machete and knocked out. Didn't kill me, though some nights I wish it had. When I woke up, my nerve was gone. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. I don't know how they missed me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. I gambled and drank a lot after that. Got into trouble. But the Rangers gave me a second chance instead of kicking me out. So here I am.
You were too tough to kill. You'll get payback on the Legion someday.
Maybe. But thanks for saying it anyway. I operate the radio and call it in if we see any great cons moving out in large groups from Red Rock Canyon. Watch out for great cons.
You're my best friend forever.
Hey there. Gotta wonder what the hell a civilian is doing here.
I've updated radio security codes.
What, again? Didn't I just change those damn things? Alright, fine. Show me the new codes.
What is this place?
Ranger military outpost. We're keeping an eye on the Legion activities south of here at Cottonwood Cove. Nothing going on down there at the moment. Just the usual slave trafficking. Poor bastards.
They're letting him get away with slavery?
Believe me, I would love orders to take Cottonwood Cove apart and kick the Legion back across the river. But the brass at McCarran doesn't want us to waste resources on something they consider a minor target. So we just get to watch.
Does the Legion know you're watching?
Undoubtedly. Rangers are tough nuts to crack, though. And any force small enough to launch a surprise attack isn't going back in one piece. On the other hand, if the Legion goes for a full-scale attack, we'll see them coming, fall back, and wait for reinforcements. So we know what they'll do, and they know what we'll do, so we just sit around and keep an eye on each other. Yeah.
Hey.
Watch out!
Sneaking done. Fighting now. Cessation of hostilities complete.
You're in the power armor. You're gonna waste ammo on a frickin' boat fly.
I heard you killed Driver Nafai. My team would have liked to get a shot at him, but we're still glad he's dead. We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling. Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at First Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help. I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea. Corporal Sterling was an NCR Ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a Ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to First Recon. We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military. Carry on.
My wayward son.
Wish I had a First Recon guy looking after me. Back already? What do you need?
I have some questions.
I can spare a few moments. Make it quick. Not good. We still haven't gotten any support from the rest of the NCR, and the Legion is kicking our ass right now.
What's your take on NCR's position?
It's
here?
no picnic, I'll tell you that much. My troops are out here every day dying for the NCR, but they've left us out to dry. We have no men or supplies, and we're stretched too thin trying to guard the entire river. If the brass back home could get their heads out of their asses long enough to send support, we could turn this all around. Watch yourself out there.
Hello. Oh wait, no, she's in here. She's just over here.
Welcome back.
Every station except Charlie has been security codes. Charlie was wiped out. But we already knew that.
The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available.
What else?
We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
Anything else unusual?
Nothing is severe. Charlie seems to be getting a lot of extra medical supplies for some reason, while Bravo hasn't requested a resupply in a while. Echo has been reporting heavy Legion activity down on their end, but that's about it. Thank you, and good luck.
Hello.
Uh-oh. Fighting over.
Uh-huh. Oh, you didn't even have anything inside you.
Hello, Val.
No sudden moves, and you and I will do all right. What do you want?
What are you doing out here?
Keeping watch on the river and looking for anyone trying to cross it. The Legion likes to send infiltration teams over on rafts.
You filed a report saying Legion super mutants wiped out an NCR patrol?
No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super mutants. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off. See you around.
Hey. Did you need something else?
She's curious about the high casualties.
High casualties? We've had one broken ankle, but nobody at this post has died.
Race information says otherwise.
Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed. And they're not needed here.
How could Reyes have been wrong?
There are other Ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report.
Oh, you're way ahead, that's all. Hello.
No run-ins with the Great Khans, I hope. They've been more restless than usual.
I need to confirm your report about the Great Khans with trained Deathclaws.
You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained Deathclaws? I would have remembered that. If someone is saying I filed that report, that's a load of crap. I won't have my name attached to a clerical error.
Lake told me her story.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. There was a lot of talk about expelling her from the Rangers, especially once the gambling and drinking started. Being posted here is her second and last chance, and so far, I'm not impressed. Link's jumpy all the time, and the others are sick of it. Tough, independent, and as ruthless as they come. They're holed up in Red Rock Canyon, and it's this station's job to keep an eye on them. Keeping watch on the Great Khans, mostly. They usually stick around Red Rock Canyon, but at least one large group left recently. We called it in, but haven't heard anything about any Great Khan incidents. Whatever they're doing, they're keeping a low profile.
Leave it.
Be careful out there.
Oh.
Okay. Welcome back, Nikki.
I am back.
We are exploring all of the NCR Ranger
Hey.
stations.
Hello.
That are having weird reports coming in to their main base at Gulf.
Ghosts?
No one said ghosts. One of them said that there might be trained Deathclaws. One of them would be like wild super mutants.
Welcome back.
The Rangers versus the reports they sent to Camp Golf don't match up what you received.
I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the Chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to. Bye.
Camp Golf has a bunch of quests I can do too.
Why would the chief manipulate the reports he signed of himself?
Not of himself.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
He just signed them himself. They're not about him. They were about outrageous claims the ranger stations were having, which were false.
Hello.
Doesn't this give you 7 days to die vibes from the outside?
Oh yes.
Oh, I know where he is. He's out here.
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back in Good Springs. The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up. But it sounds like you've done right by the NCR. It's appreciated. Now, what can I do for you?
He's got a lot to say. You ever stop talking? All right, we'll get some conversations out of him. You ever stop talking?
I didn't realize you were in such a hurry. I get so used to sitting in this chair and listening to radio reports, sometimes I forget people are getting ready for war out there. Shoot.
Tell me about yourself.
Folks around here call me the chief, but handling's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water.
How do you coordinate the intel?
It's a simple system when it works. Patrol rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Gulf. Then I or one of the other rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Why don't the ranger stations send the intel directly to the troopers?
Comm rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Gulf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel.
Can you give me any advice?
Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person.
Do you know anything about the problems?
I don't know technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here. Shoot.
Tell me about Caesar.
The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns.
Where'd he go?
Out to the Grand Canyon. He met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham.
Remember that name.
Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest.
How did a follower wind up becoming Caesar?
Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam.
What happened to Graham after Hoover Dam?
Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example.
The reason I'm doing this quest now, and I'm so glad that you're here for it right now, Nikki, is we're about to go do some more DLC probably in the next day or two, and we're going to learn more about this Graham fellow.
Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went.
Jesus! That was the end of Graham?
It's not that clear-cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man.
Are the Blackfoots part of the Legion?
Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is their chief, father, and god, all rolled into one.
So sad.
Shoot.
How's the NCR doing?
Mojave outposts sent word through the stations. The Rangers coming up from Baja moved through Dayglow a week ago. Some of the patrol rangers have reported that Oliver's power armor heavy troopers are starting to reinforce the front lines. Wish they got here a bit earlier, but that's a Senate for you.
What do the new Rangers mean for NCR?
The Baja Rangers can do more advanced night scouting and sharpshooting to assist the troopers. Ranger combat helmets are old pre-war gear. They have built-in low-light optics. Makes a big difference.
What about the heavy troopers?
They have the best equipment the NCR can get its hands on. Power armor salvaged from our war with the Brotherhood. Techs strip out the joint servos so you don't need special training to wear it. It feels like you're carrying a Brahmin on your back, but it can take a heck of a lot of punishment. Shoot.
What's the Legion been up to?
Word is that the Legion's old-timers have shown up. Caesar's veterans from the Red Okie Centuria and what was the Painted Rock tribe. They're the best of the best and the baddest of the bad. Short of a Centurion or Praetorian, they don't come any tougher. You come across a pack of them, weigh your options carefully.
What makes the veterans so tough?
Take a regular legionary and age him 10 years. Whatever they lose to age, they make up for with experience. Life expectancy isn't long in the Legion. You live 10 years in Caesar's army, you're a force to be reckoned with.
Centurions. We met a Centurion. He's the one that we interrogated in Camp McCarran.
There's no real equivalent to them in the NCR. Centurions are battle-born elite officers who earn their rank with blood and sweat. They wear special outfits, too, pieced together from the armor of all their defeated enemies. Good commanders, tough opponents.
Praetorians? I think Praetorians is that first guy we spoke to that was related to their Legion.
Caesar's elite guard. They travel with him wherever he goes. A bit of insurance in case any of his guests get funny ideas. They aren't the toughest legionaries, but they're the most devoted to Caesar. They believe in everything the Legion stands for.
All right.
Shoot.
Shoot. Tell me about the Rangers themselves.
I could tell you a lot if you had the time. But at my age, I'm not sure which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know?
What a good story.
Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger rangers.
There must be something good the Rangers have done that you're proud of.
It's kind of a long one, but all right. About 25 years ago, a group of NCR settlers pushed way south into Baja. I guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map, but back then they were out of ways. They built this little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail. Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 rangers. We must have been on the trail for a week before we got to Rattletail.
Shit.
We lost one woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well. There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town and 5 men with .308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit. They had planted an NCR flag over the well, and they would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were going to do about it. I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we'd already lost 10 Rangers on the way out. 10 Rangers, 5 men with .308 rifles. Well, that was enough for them. They packed up what they could, and we took them back north. Last I heard, they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego. Raised bighorners. Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go. That's my one bit of good.
Tell me about Hoover Dam and the war.
In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves. Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first 2 waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks. Joshua Graham, Caesar's old legate, he wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam, filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge.
Okay.
Caused total chaos among the younger legionaries. Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We had packed the old city with C4 and dynamite.
Yep.
Crude, but it did the job. Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them. Graham pulled the remaining legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham. Shoot.
Wow. All right, I'm investigating some intel problems for Technical Sergeant Reyes.
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here.
I'm gonna save right now. Because we have a choice to make. Man.
You've come back to see the chief. Nice of you to humor the radio tender. What can I do for you?
I appreciate the wisdom he has about talking about the war, because we haven't heard about the war before. Like we know about it, but we never actually heard like exactly how things happened.
This again?
I know you're the one who's been manipulating the intelligence data.
Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry, not much bite left in this old dog.
I'll sit tight.
And save.
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say.
But you're inventing your own intelligence reports. I've seen the logs to talk to the Rangers.
You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it.
Why do you do it?
It's never going to end. This fight with Caesar. People back home don't know what these young men and women are in for. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed. More than anyone cares to count up. But even if we do stop him, I don't see how we're ever going to be able to pull out.
Aren't you fighting for the people of New Vegas?
We're fighting on their behalf, but Mr. House and the families are stringing us up inch by inch. They'll drain us dry while we fight and die over this dam. We offered them sanctuary in NCR territory before, but they won't listen. Troopers and Rangers have been dying here for more than 5 years while the families sit pretty behind that damn wall.
How does spreading false information help anything?
People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons, folks who are just trying to make it from day to day. It's been so many years that people forget about it. Conscription brings in fresh troops that die here every month, like it's routine. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we gonna send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam, it'll be the death of us.
This is interesting conversation. What does that accomplish?
Creating fear and instability among the troopers without causing harm. It's the only thing I could think of to shake things up. It took some people getting killed to realize I'd gone too far. I had to stop.
What do you think I should do about this?
First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good.
What will you do if I don't turn you in?
Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam, Oliver and the Senator are ruined.
What about you and the Rangers?
Rangers are volunteers. Every man and woman who signs up is willing to die for the NCR, myself included.
What do you think about
A
handling,
lot of this
Nicky?
is my fault. It's only right that I stand with them.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think maybe
I get him.
number one might have more dialogue, I think, before we make a decision. I'm not certain, but I did save just before we did this. You say you get him? I'm going to say that's crazy first.
Maybe 50 Rangers will die on that dam. We lose over 1,000 troopers every year. Being here is crazy. Getting out's the only sane thing to do.
So what do you say, Nicky? Keep it hush hush. What he's doing. Don't tell on him.
Yes, don't tell on him.
I don't know if you're working for Caesar, or if desperation's made me a heck of a lot more persuasive. Either way, this is the right thing to do. Now, I trust we're done discussing this. I'm gonna step through that door and pretend like we never had this talk. I don't believe there's anything left for us to talk about.
Oh, that's rich coming from you, Mr. Gabber. Gabby Gabberton. Sir Gabs a lot. There's someone out here that I want to talk to.
Y'all sure are a big old hero. I gotta write my mama and tell her I met you.
Can you tell me about your squad mates?
They're mostly pretty nice. Poindexter showed me how to make fireworks. Raz kind of scares me sometimes, but I don't mind. He's had a hard life.
How'd you end up in the army?
Well, as it turns out, we had a string of bad harvests a few years back. Pa said he couldn't afford to feed but 3 youngins or we'd starve. As the biggest one, it was my job to go join the army so as my sisters could eat and so as we wouldn't all be killed by raiders and Jesus would love us.
Besides the Jesus part, that's exactly what happened with me when I went to the military.
It's all right, I guess. I don't like all the fighting we gotta do, though.
Why are you afraid of fighting?
I ain't scared. I just don't like hurting folks is all. Ma always used to tell me, boy, you're the biggest and the strongest, so you mind yourself. Every day she told me that. Guess I done took it to heart.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I was born on a farm out in California. Weren't much. Me, Ma, and Pa, my 2 sisters, and about 40 acres of corn and Brahmin. Didn't ever have no problems, really, except for some lean years. Then I joined up and got shipped out here to New Vegas.
What do you think of Camp Golf?
Oh, it's a fine place. The lake is real pretty, and we don't get bothered much by them Legion fellers. Toodaloo.
Where's your,
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
where's your CO, guys? I want to talk to the CO first. No. Poindexter, Mag, these are all the
Ranger
band
Knights are on their way
of
from
merry
home.
men. Where's your commanding officer?
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
All right, let's talk to Poindexter.
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do for you?
Are you in charge around here?
In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me.
These 4 people, Nikki, could have like a whole 6-episode miniseries on Netflix. So that's a no then.
I suppose if you must stick with your narrow, parochial view of in charge, then yes, it's a no. Are we done?
Tell me about yourself.
To what purpose? It's highly unlikely you'd understand anything I'd say. Suffice to say, I'm a certified genius, and when I'm discharged from this pit of testosterone and failure, I'll have all the money I could ever need.
But glasses.
How'd a guy like you end up in the Army?
It's a simple idea. The Army offers fiscal security and generous benefits at the cost of substantial personal risk, if you're on the front line. If you perform too poorly, they'll scrub you out. Perform too well, and you get sent to the front lines. All I have to do is ride that mediocrity gradient to a cushy, do-nothing job miles away from the war.
Alrighty.
I somehow suspect you'll be back to converse with me later.
Yeah, I'm looking for your boss. Not you. Alright, let's find number 3. These 3 over here. Hey.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me. Patrolling the
Hello,
Mojave
Mags.
almost
I'm not supposed to know this, but I hear they're dispatching elite ranger units from California to deal with the Legion.
Why'd you join the Army?
I guess I wanted to make something of myself, you know? Be the best of the best. I wanted to be a ranger, but guess this is as close as I get.
How'd you end up assigned to Camp Golf?
Easy. This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, it's not like I'm bitter or anything.
Sounds like you aren't too fond of your squad mates.
Yeah. I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They don't have any ambition, no drive. They're slacking off, and that reflects badly on me.
This place doesn't seem so bad.
Please. Camp Golf is where they shuffle off anybody they don't want anymore. Assignment here is a career ender.
Tell me about yourself.
Not much to tell, really. I grew up in New Reno, joined up, took my shot at being a ranger, didn't make it, so I'm stuck with this crew of jokers.
How come you couldn't make it into a Rangers?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm saddled with the worst damn unit in the NCR Army. Think that might have something to do with it? Sure. See you around.
And finally, Raz.
first recon.
I think it's 4.
Oh shit, here comes the brown noser. What you want?
Know anything about your squad mates?
We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick. Well, Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig?
What a loser. Sound like a bunch of winners.
Whatever. Not like I need any of them. I do just fine on my own.
What's your story?
Ain't much to tell. Grew up out west, in the Boneyard. Heard of it? Yeah, not many people have. Wasn't really a good place for kids, you know. I joined up to get out. My family's still back there.
Tell me about Camp Golf.
What do you want to know? Whole place used to be some kind of rich bastard resort back before the war. Now the Rangers use the old resort and we grunts get to live in tents. Fucking typical.
Why are you in the army?
Shit, honey, it was this or the Fiends. And Fiends don't last too long in the NCR. At least this way the badasses with the top shelf guns are on my side.
Fair enough.
Right.
Wow. The big celebrity down here with the common troopers.
All right, there's all 4. Is there someone else I need to talk to about these guys? Food. I'm gonna check here. I don't want to look it up, but I might need to.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Does anyone here have a real name besides... Hi! You!
Do you like me?
Oh, hell. What is it?
How'd you end up at Camp Golf?
I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. I've gotten soft with no action.
Funny. I thought this was where they sent the washouts and losers.
Yeah, well, somebody has to wrangle those washouts and losers. Somebody's got to turn them into a real fighting force.
Sounds like you're a little disappointed in your troops.
Disappointed? We call them the misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, kid named Mags.
Yep.
But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter.
Maybe I can help you whip them into shape.
You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure.
How do you like serving?
Man, it's my life. I joined up when I was 16. I don't know how to do anything else.
You joined at 16 and you're still a sergeant?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get promoted out of the field. I didn't join up to drive a desk.
I'm telling you. Those 4 plus Sergeant McCready here, Netflix show.
Yeah, whatever.
Lurk? All right, Nikki. Thank you so much for the lurks.
Hey.
Oh, not you, ma'am. You first.
You've managed to become extraordinarily well-liked by the top brass. You should exploit that for your own gain wherever possible.
Sergeant McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad into shape.
That seems highly illogical. What reason would he have for doing that?
He thinks you might respond better to someone who isn't an authority figure.
This is an unexpected variable. I had hoped to coast on an easy wave of mediocrity to a cushy government pension.
Maybe I can help out.
And how would you propose accomplishing such a goal?
It occurs to me that I might cheat.
An intriguing proposition. Company readiness reports are logged on the computer systems at the resort. If you hack the system, you could alter our records. Such an attempt, however, is likely to thwart efforts to motivate the squad to do actual work. If such is your goal, you should look elsewhere.
Maybe I'll ask around a little more instead.
As you wish. I'm sure the optimal solution will become apparent to you in time.
I had an idea.
And what do you propose?
The ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before.
Y'all sure are a big old hero. I gotta write my mama and tell her I met you.
McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad into shape.
To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness.
What do you mean?
Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other.
So, you think I should find ways to convince the misfits to get along?
That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. So maybe you ought to think about it first. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am, or they ain't gonna listen.
On second thought, I'll ask around first.
Whatever you think's best. Toodaloo.
They chew nails and spit napalm.
Oh shit, here comes the brown noser. What you want?
McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad into shape. Words are hard.
Yo, I'll tell you what this squad needs. A healthy dose of angry juice.
Angry juice?
Psycho, the big red one. I used to run with the fiends. I still got the hookups. Smuggle some in and you'll see an improvement.
I'll talk to the others first.
Whatever. Right.
Wow. The big...
McCready asked me to talk to you guys.
He did, huh? Well, good luck with that. You'd have an easier time teaching rad roaches to march in formation.
It can't be as hard as all that. What needs to be done?
Well, if you ask me, what we really need is to get this whole squad out on the practice range. Shape up our marksmanship and explosive skill. I'm sure the others have their own ideas, though.
I'll talk to the others first.
Okay, I'll be here if...
Y'all sure are a big old hero. You did?
I'll try to convince them.
Okay. Toodaloo.
Hello. You've managed to become extraordinarily well-liked by the top brass. You should exploit that for your own gain wherever possible.
Wow. The...
About those improvements.
Yeah, what about it? Wow. The...
Oh shit, here comes the... My man Jack at Red Rock Canyon got the goods. Whatever. Right.
Wow. The big... Yeah, what a... Wow. The big...
Maybe if you tried to lead by example instead of tearing them down.
You really think so? Hell, I guess it's worth a shot. Sure, see you around.
Oh shit, here comes the brown. We don't talk to... Oh, hand hands.
That's charming. It's good to know team building is alive and well.
Shit, maybe you're right. Guess I ought to give him a shot. Right.
You've managed to become in a...
Since you're so respected, maybe you can help get this unit into shape?
You're trying to appeal to my ego. I must admit it's an effective tactic. All right, I'll help. But only because I want to see if it's even possible. I somehow suspect you'll be back to converse with me later.
Hey.
Y'all sure are a big old hero. I gotta write my mama and tell her I met you. Boy, the squad sure is working together a lot better now. I think we're gonna be A-okay. Toodaloo.
I hope you enjoy my success, McCready. You are welcome.
Well, their test scores are only marginally improved, but I'm hearing good things about the Misfits' teamwork. Yeah, whatever.
Sure is nice to see everybody working together like family. Maybe now the baby Jesus won't cry himself to sleep every night.
Hello.
I trust you're satisfied with the squad's newfound teamwork? It's almost entirely my own doing, I assure you.
Oh my god.
The squad really seems to be working together better. It's nice for a change.
I thought all that touchy-feely teamwork bullshit was kind of fruity. Kind of feels good knowing my squad's got my back.
All right. Oh no, not just bighorn steak. I don't want just bighorn steak. I can make better things.
Back.
Welcome back, Nikki. I managed to convince them all to get along.
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja.
I
Never seen one before, but I heard they chew nails. And
I confronted him with a little bit of sarcasm, talking about his attitude towards the people, and it kind of got him back in line. I told her that maybe she should lift her squad mates up instead of tearing them down. And this guy, I convinced that maybe he can use his intellect to
I've heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
determine good ways to build relationships with each other. So he's a little full of himself now, but at least he did it.
I trust you're satisfied with the
Ranger
squad's
vets are on
newfound
their way from
teamwork.
Baja.
It's almost entirely
seen
my
that
own
before,
doing,
But
I
I heard
assure
they
you.
chew nails and spit napalm.
Why are you talking to my dog?
Sure is nice to see everybody working together like family. Maybe now the baby Jesus won't cry himself to sleep every night.
His route is what I chose. That's why I didn't need to convince him. I remember the last time I did this, I chose Mags, the leader's route, where
Wish I had a fifth recon guy looking after me.
she wants to take everybody to the shooting range over here and do some target practicing. And I had to use my skill with guns, like my literal stat skill with guns, and like coach them to work together on that. That was what that was. The other one, this guy wanted me to go to Red Rock Canyon and get some drugs. And this guy wanted me to cheat by just like filling out a computer form.
Do you like me?
And just like say, hey, nope, we're doing better now. I feel like both of those are not good. But his being nice or hers with the teamwork, those are good ones. This is literally a golf course. Hole 10, par 5.
Hey.
Refugees told us the Legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone.
Put that radio off.
What a pointless trip. Here I thought I'd get a shot at that junkie bastard.
Should get met. I thought you should know Cook is dead.
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment. Hey girl, you need something from me?
Have you seen any serious combat?
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
What do you mean?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
First time I've heard that. Heard about conscience in a while.
Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
You should get some medical help for your trauma.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm first recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
You're a weak link. I know it. You know it, and First Recon knows it. Do something about it.
Damn. Never had you pegged for the drill instructor type, but you got my attention. You can tell the lieutenant that I finally caved. I'll get help. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing.
She drilled me with full of implants.
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
I didn't know all snipers wore shades.
They don't. Only the good ones do. My partner's got some potential, so I let him wear those goofy glasses. I tell him they're his training shades. He totally buys it. Truth is, his eyes just suck.
Who's your partner?
The little guy. 10 of spades. I like him because he listens. Doesn't shut up the rest of the time, but when I talk, he listens. Also, he doesn't pull any stupid come-ons, like practically every other horn dog alpha male on this base. Might be he's just scared of me, though.
Snipers work in pairs?
Yeah. We spot for each other, watch each other's backs. Usually works pretty well, unless you get paired up with an asshole. Thing is, there's a lot of assholes in the army. I keep hoping they'll pair me up with some hot blonde like you see on those old pinups.
Oh my god.
Shit, I don't even care if she can shoot straight. Can't have everything. Yeah, try not to get killed.
I'm Bitterroot, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Bitterroot, you have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
What happened to them?
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right if you ask me.
Can you tell me what happened there?
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
Interesting. You don't really mean that, do you?
Don't I? Beg pardon, man, but you never met my parents. My dad, he got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
Your parents sound like such a lovely pair. So your name comes from Bitter Springs.
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want.
That's badass, actually. Our partner, Boone, he's also First Recon. Was. How did you survive?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
You're not telling me something. You couldn't have forgotten the whole massacre.
It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with.
I see.
Yeah, that's...
Not too friendly, are you?
Guess not. I don't mean nothing by it. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me? I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends.
How long have you been with First Recon?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Your father's your commanding officer? Is that allowed?
Yeah, look, he's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. and I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
Where can I find work around here?
You a merc?
Yeah.
All right, goodbye.
Where's 10 of spades? Sexton?
Hello.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Look who we have here. Always nice to see a friend of the NCR.
What's your assignment?
I've been placed in charge of morale. It's difficult trying to keep spirits up with the Legion nearby. In fact, there's more hope in wrangling Brahmin with my grandmother's stocking than inspiring these troopers.
So there's no hope in hope.
Ironic, isn't it? But it's understandable. The constant skirmishes take their toll on everyone in the end.
Bringing morale must be difficult.
I call that an understatement. But I can't complain. I'm not in the field as much as the others. I just stay here most of the day, coming up with activities to occupy the camp. Which reminds me of something I've been meaning to try. A killer competition to boost morale. Interested?
I'm listening.
Great. Since the camp is threatened by Legion, I propose a hunt. Kill any you encounter, and bring me the Legion's ear as proof.
Oh.
You get it? Legion ear?
Legionnaire. Legionnaire. That is the stupidest joke I ever heard. That's hilarious. You think of that on your own? I'll let you choose, Nikki. Legionnaire. Does he deserve praise? Stupidest joke?
Yeah, it was bad. I'll leave the comedy alone. So how about it?
Still, sign me up.
Great. Don't be surprised if you're already last when you return. If I'm right, the troopers will use any excuse to slaughter Legion's scum. Can I help you with anything else? Lower than a feral ghoul's IQ. See you later. Hey there, the name's... The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before, but I've heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
I do not see a Sergeant 10 of Spades. There's a teddy bear in here. Ten of Spades is somewhere else.
Hello.
I don't really need to tell her anything right now, but I can sit here and say something.
Hey, what did Chief Hanlon have to say about those false reports we uncovered?
Ooh. Should I tell her to keep it quiet? Everything's resolved. Hanlon and I found a Legion spy at Camp Golf. Keep it to yourself. Hanlon is the one behind the misinformation. He's got a plan. Oh, this is interesting. Choices.
I think yes.
I'm sorry, Nikki. Which one is yes? Lie, tell her to keep it quiet, or forget it. You're saying two? The delay.
Keep quiet.
Keep it to yourself, but Hanlon is the one behind the misinformation. He's got a plan.
The Chief? But he's a legend. I guess if he's got a plan behind it all, who am I to question it? I won't say a word about it to anyone else.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me. What can I do for you?
I convinced Corporal Betsy to get some help for the doctor.
I caught the tail end of what you said to her. Betsy looked like she'd been slapped right back into basic for a few seconds there. Let's hope that Betsy sticks with the treatment. Knowing her, she won't keep seeing Usanagi if she feels things are taking too long. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her. Carry on.
Usanagi! I can't use your services anymore, but I need to talk to you. Right? Yep. Oh, yeah! That was quick. Man, I've been live for a long time. I don't feel like I have a good place to, like, take a break.
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
Corporal Betsy from First Recon will be coming to you for mental treatment.
Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule. I have reserved a small part of my supplies for sale. The profits go directly to the purchase of additional supplies to help the less fortunate. Because you're a friend of the followers, I can give you a bit of a discount.
Neat. There, have all the cigarettes in the world from me.
Take care.
Alright. Tomorrow we'll finish Cap Forlorn Hope with dealing with Nelson, which is going to be a whole deal. But for now, I want to go to the Gun Runners. Got it.
Welcome, sir, or...
Buy things from me. You're rich, right? You are. I bought more ammo for my dog. Hello, mercenary. What's up?
Howdy.
All right. Good talk. All right. I'm going to tell these people that they can go back to their homes. I'm going to use some time off stream.
Sounds like it's gonna be an all-out war with the Legion soon. Maybe I should have re-enlisted after all.
I'm gonna go take everything out of my Novak home and move it to Big Mountain in the off time. That's a little boring. I won't do it on stream, but it's a good time to take a break and go do stuff like that. Thank you, Nikki, for holding down the fort today. I'm glad we were able to catch that whole Chief Hanlon conversation to learn a little bit about like what even happened in this place those couple years ago. Stay tuned tomorrow.
Thank you too.
For some more Dead Romans. Until then, we'll see y'all in the future. Have a good rest of your day.